the Beast of Bray Road. Every October, he counted the days. The year stretched long in silence, fields empty, roads deserted, hunters in blaze orange always watching. But Halloween was different. On Halloween, he could walk without fear. On Halloween, the people came to him. The beast hunched at the edge of the cornfield, yellow eyes glimmering in the dark. Across the road, children ran from house to house, plastic pumpkins thumping against their knees. Laughter spilled into the night, brittle as falling leaves. He watched, heart pounding in his chest, the ache of it so sharp it almost felt human. Tonight, he wasn't a monster. Tonight, he was just a costume. He stepped out, slow, deliberate, letting the streetlight catch his outline. Shaggy fur, shoulders too broad, teeth gleaming when he opened his jaws. A group of teenagers saw him and whooped. "Nice wolf suit, dude," one shouted. Another snapped a photo with their phone. The beast froze at the flash, then relaxed. They weren't screaming. They were smiling, applauding. For the first time in months, warmth spread through his chest. He walked closer, tail twitching. A little boy in a cape pointed up at him, eyes wide. "Cool costume, mister." The beast bent down, careful not to let his claws touch the child. He rumbled a sound low in his throat, half growl, half purr. The boy giggled. No fear, no trembling, just joy. Compliments washed over him as he moved down the street. So realistic. "Man, you nailed it. Where'd you get that mask?" Hands clapped his shoulders. Candy dropped into his paws. Someone shoved a red plastic cup into his claw. He sipped, choked, and nearly laughed when the sweet liquid fizzed on his tongue. For one night he belonged. He dared more as the hours slipped by. He danced with a group around a bonfire, his heavy limbs awkward but earnest. He posed for pictures, teeth bared in what they thought was a grin. He let a girl paint orange streaks into his fur and didn't flinch when she touched his cheek. Her hand was warm, human, alive. It was almost enough to forget what he was. But then midnight came and the streets thinned. Porch lights clicked off one by one. Children vanished indoors. Even the drunk teenagers staggered home. The bonfire burned down to embers, and he was alone again. The beast sat on the curb, the plastic cup still clutched in one claw. He stared at the empty road, the silence creeping back in. The painted streaks in his fur flaked and dried. His chest felt hollow, cavernous. He tilted his head back and howled, not a roar of hunger, not a cry of rage, just the sound of something that wanted to be seen, to be touched, to be loved. No one answered. Tomorrow, the photos would be uploaded. Best costume ever. Wolfman nailed it. They would laugh and share and forget, and he would be back in the fields, in the shadows, watching from a distance. Halloween was the only night the mask of humanity fit him, and it wasn't even a mask. Thanks for listening to The Beast of Bray Road. This story came from a seed comment by Odd Mr. Holmes. A cryptid loves Halloween because they can be themselves and don't terrify anyone. It's the one day of the year they can be complimented and make friends. This was part of my quickfire challenge. You give me a seed comment. I get 3 hours. I have to write a complete horror story in 500 words or less. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Drop your own seed in the comments. You might see it turned into the next quickfire. For the written version and bonus content, follow me on Substack. This is Karl Otto's Dark Anthology, where your nightmares breathe